Now it's craziness. There is a hanging queen. There is a hanging bishop. Great move here for Magnus. Bishop c5, a counterattack. If you take the queen, I take your queen. If you take my bishop, I take your other knight. So we have this, and this. Magnus gets a rook, Gukesh gets both the bishops, but white is up a lot of pawns. 2 of them, but it really feels like more, because this is a 3-on-0. But the problem in this position is the white king. So Magnus starts to run the king. Gukesh goes back with the knight. Now there is a hanging pawn. Now I have ideas like knight c4 and e4 attacking white. And both guys are down to 5 minutes. Magnus goes queen d3. Gukesh plays the best move. Queen e6! The only move in the position to maintain any advantage. Simultaneous threats of infiltration over here, e4, covering important key squares. This is a great move. 420 to 530. Magnus with this move goes down to 1:35 and blunders. Rook c5, counterpunch. Now he probably saw that coming, which is why he gave a check. But after king back to g8, which is deemed a miss, but this is just game review being annoying, it's a big problem for white, who moves his rook to the wrong square. Rook e1 was maybe the move, and still the computer wants to hide the king. But after this, pawn takes f3, knight e4 is coming in, queen a2 is coming in, rook a3 is coming in. You have 3 extra pawns, but you can't get them moving. Magnus plays rook e5, and now queen h3. That was the idea all along. There was 2 infiltration spots, h2, g2, both hanging. Magnus has to take a pawn, but rook a3, knight c4 also. Rook a3 is going to be incoming on the next move, which is why rook a5 has to be played. Rook a3, knight c4. If you allow all of it, the king is just hunted out on both sides of the board. So Magnus has to give up a rook to survive the counterattack. His pawn is very close to promotion, but it's just not going to get there. Queen d7, but here comes knight e3. The rook is hanging. Queen g2 is there. Rook d2, check here. And Gukesh comes back with his knight. Knight c6, rook a5. Rook e5 is coming, and Magnus resigns.